Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network and Armorama.com, and welcome to another episode of Cracking the Box. Today we've got for you from Plus Model, their Fordson tractor, the tractor Fordson N Big. Fordson, as I read, is a European manufacturer, originally offshoot of Ford, or some Ford's son. One of his sons went over and started a tractor company over there, and they built tractors for quite some time, probably either similar copies to what they made in the United States or some European derivatives, I believe. Not sure what the big part means on this, but this is a 1/35th scale kit in resin from Plus Model, very typical for their kits to be full resin, with photoetch sheet and decals for 3 different versions. And this is number 448 in their series of models. Nothing really on the sides to report. Let's go ahead and crack her open. So on the inside, you'll be greeted with a nice little printout of instructions here with a history actually in Czech. This kit comes from the Czech Republic. So they've got some Czech here, history, English history. That's all you get. You get English or Czech. Sorry. Fordson tractors were produced in Cork, Ireland. The first of them, Fordson N Big, left the plant in 1927. In 1933, the production was transferred to Dagenham, England, and this factory produced 136,000 units, so the type became the most common tractor in the UK during World War II. It was powered by a 4-cylinder diesel or petrol engine, both of 4.4 liter, 267 cubic inch, with approximately 25 horsepower. 25 horsepower, oh my goodness. That's a lot of horses, actually, for a tractor, probably. All right, well, you can see that the instructions are laid out in a pretty simple diagram format, showing you parts going together, and the parts are numbered. They are numbered on the blocks. Usually they're either attached to the part or something that you have to kind of pull off, usually, or sand off or cut off. But all the parts obviously are shown here, and you can see going together quite easily, I would say. Parts labeling: M, photoetch parts; D, decals; W, wire. All right, well, let's go ahead and pull out the bag of goodies. You can see here's the decals. We'll go ahead and just take a look at those quick since they're coming out. The photoetch almost snuck out all on its own. But decals include a is that an Irish flag? I'm not sure what that roundel is. Is that even a roundel on a tractor? I don't know. It says RAF, so I'm assuming that's the RAF roundel for that time period, but I'm not familiar with it. So, yes, I'm not a roundel expert, especially not for European ones. I can sometimes recognize. Well, I recognize like the English, British one. I guess that is that the British roundel? I guess it is for the RAF. They probably changed it at some point. That's why I'm confused. All right, their photo etch looks pretty good. It was obviously made for this particular unit. Uno momento while I put that back in there. Oops, don't want that on there. Okay, so yeah, the bag actually doesn't quite go and seal for the decals. It's not quite big enough. There is a small bag in here with some wire, just some copper wire and some other, I'm not sure what this is, but it's very bendable, so I'm assuming it's not just plain steel wire. It's got to be something more like a lead wire or something, but probably not lead. Something bendable, though. All right, and then we have different bags here of resin. So let's see if I can open these without causing too much of a resin explosion. Looks like there's a bag within this bag, and then they've been sealed. Yeah, there we go. A bag within a bag. Okay, so we've got this type. This is what you're going to expect in a resin kit. You're going to have a lot of resin flash that you need to clean up. Block separation, like, you've got to separate these parts from this block here in the mold. The part numbers are right here. That's number 2, I believe. Yep, 2. And that looks like a fuel tank, I'm guessing. or a muffler maybe. This is the transaxle transmission with the engine block, the 4-cylinder there. Again, looks like some really nice detail. Well, I don't know about again. I guess I should say to start with, it looks like some very nice detail. And then I can say, and again. Radiator. The flash doesn't look too bad. I mean, most of these parts are actually just, you could brush them away with your hands. Some nice stenciling here on the tire, which is probably hard rubber, I'm guessing. Let's use our new trick. Da-da-da. Nope, didn't work that time. There we go. So we've got what? Farm something. Oh, farm tractor. 1925 to something. Dunlop. Now, so that's nice that they actually use the Dunlop brand rather than it saying something else. Maybe it does say something else, and I just didn't see it that closely. Try to catch that in the photos. But you can see there's some very small, detailed pieces here in resin, and they look like they're pretty nicely molded, which is, typical for Plus Model. They're probably one of the bigger resin producer of especially land-based armor and stuff like that, or anything land-based. These are the front wheels, I'm guessing, and these are the center hubs for these tires. They look nicely detailed. Plain, but, detail on both sides. And, again, not sure what all these things are. Engine bits and such. All right, but that gives you an idea anyways, and then like I said, I'll include some photos here in a moment. A smaller bag of parts here as well. These are the really fine parts. And those include a lot of the control levers and brakes. That's the hand brake there in the middle. And then some small pieces here, a manifold, I believe, and some other parts there. And very small, like linkages here. But they all look really, really good in terms of just detail and such. I'm guessing they must have gotten some good reference photos of these. I mean, obviously they sold a lot in the UK. I don't know how many have leaked over into mainland Europe. So whether they had one there they could look at, or maybe they got someone in the UK to send them photos, reference photos. One of the lights, you can see for the light, they've even got the part basically hollowed out there. So if you were really, really, really adventurous, you could probably even stick a small LED bright light in there with wiring and so forth, and have a lighted tractor if you wanted to do that. All right, well, let's see. I'll take a look at some of those photos, and we'll come back and conclude. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the photos there, of detailed photos for the Fordson Tractor N Model Big. This one is available for a build review. If you want to do attempt to build in resin for this, that can be either a review actually or a feature like a how I build this tractor. Please contact me at publisher@kitmaker.net or Darren at his email, darren.baker@kitmaker.net. This will be on our sample spreadsheet, which is linked on the homepage of Armorama under the review section, marked available samples. Again, if you have any comments or suggestions on our reviews or unboxings, please let us know, and you can leave that there in the comment section on the website or on YouTube. And please give us a thumbs up or like if you so choose. And we'll see you next time. And obviously thanks to Plus Model for sending us this sample. And we'll see you next time on Cracking the Box.